So welcome all. Thank you for attending today's session. So today we have the student discussions on SMG majors. So this week we had the whole week is dedicated to the School of Mining and Geosciences. This Wednesday we had the session, info session by the SMG Dean and faculty staff to know more about the program curriculum, about the difference between the majors. And today we'll talk more about the students' experience of studying at SMG, the student clubs you can join, the research opportunities and career prospects SMG students have. So my name is Irina Sыздыкова. I'm the Manager Academic Advisor Office. If you have any questions, put them in the chat and we will answer them later. For example, if you have any questions about the transfer or major change, anything. And yes, so the agenda for today is as follows: that we will first start with Alinur, then Akmaral and Arujan will share their experience of studying at SMG and also their student clubs you can join. So Alinur, could you please share your slides? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So good day all. Today I'm going to talk about my major, which is Petroleum Engineering. So let's start. My name is Alinur. I'm studying at School of Mining and Geosciences, and I'm majoring in Petroleum Engineering, as I already said. Here is my LinkedIn account. If you have any questions, you can ask them, text me at there, and I'm going to probably answer it. So I'm going to talk about me a bit. I originally came from SEME. I finished NIS school for a golden medal. So I'm currently the president of the club in Nazarbayev University, which is called Society of Petroleum Engineers. I also won the case championship organized by SP. I participated in multiple internships related to my major, and I volunteered in many events. So I participated in workshop, congresses. It's all about related to my club, so I'm gonna talk about it later. Generally, as I already said, I'm the third year petroleum engineering student, and I'm currently the research assistant in the topic of machine learning for application in its application in petroleum engineering tasks. So I'm going to briefly talk about how I chose my major, what was my inspiration. So initially in the school, I loved math, physics, and chemistry. So when I tried to choose my major, I want to combine all of my knowledge, and like the petroleum engineering was one of the options. At the same time, you should compute fast and understand all the mechanism, all the natural sciences behind the oil and gas industry. That's why I chose petroleum engineering, but I also gonna mention some other options that I had. So probably the thing about petroleum engineering, you're gonna work with a lot of data related to your production. You're gonna have to make decisions and be responsible for your decisions. You should work with softwares. And you should be able to work with a lot of information. And I'm gonna talk about my other interests, which is data science, etc. So what you should know to be professional in terms of petroleum engineering, you should be an engineer, which is not a news. You should be good at mathematics, in computer sciences, physics, and chemistry, as I already mentioned. So what about your skills? You should have analytical skills. As I already said, you should be able to analyze the situation and make the best decision in terms of money, in terms of your infrastructure, and etc. So you should be able to work with databases. So probably the most popular one, which is taught in NIS, is SQL, etc. So you should know a lot of softwares, which one of them is Eclipse, and our school actually has licenses if you want to work with modeling. So what is petroleum engineering? So I took this resource from our student council Instagram page. So this is about brief information about petroleum engineering. It's a field of engineering concerned with activities related to production of hydrocarbons. So mainly we want to extract the natural resources as efficient as possible. So that's the main goal of petroleum engineering. And it has a lot of job offers, like options to go on there. You like study the kind of general knowledge, and you get to the specifics, which I'm going to talk about later. So what about what we study? We actually study like all the stuff related to exploration, production, management, drilling. So all of the subjects have same goal, is to extract the natural resources. First, we explore the resources, and we like kind of calculate what our reserves, etc. How much we can recover in terms of percentage, like we call it recovery factor. So we try to be as like become qualified in terms of like computing all this stuff, all these important parameters. What about like my career plan? It's probably to become part of the like largest companies. One of them is Exxon, Shell, Total. You've probably heard about them. Those are like major oil companies that are huge if you get into them. And you can like choose a specific option for your major. There is an option of being enhanced oil recovery. It's like a person who wants to maximize the recovery by using some chemicals and other thermal like chemical methods. So another option is to go to the university to study abroad. For example, one of the most popular universities is University of Texas at Austin. It has like huge basis in terms of like petroleum engineering background. So probably you're gonna, after graduation, you're gonna have to choose between like work and master's degree. It's gonna be your own choice, and you're probably gonna decide before the fourth year of your study if you decide to choose the petroleum engineering major. What about the other majors that SMG offers? So geology. Not much people know about geology. They usually like say that it's about rocks, it's about like studying rocks, but that's not the truth actually. The geology is beneath the field, and you should exactly know what is happening under the earth. You also work with a giant amount of information, and you'll have to build a map, geological map of the structure beneath the earth. So if you want to be a geologist, that's kind of cool because they have so many opportunities. One of my colleagues probably talk about it. And the main reason, like you're gonna have to work in the fields, you're gonna travel a lot. And what about the mining engineers? Mining engineers are kind of similar to petroleum engineers because they also want to extract some minerals. But in their case, it's like not oil and gas, it's minerals. It can be like zinc, chromium, gold, iron, etc. So they also want to plan the way how we can extract those minerals and materials. And we're gonna have a representative from mining engineering. She's gonna probably talk about her major. So I'm gonna speed up a bit. So about my options. So I could have taken chemical engineering, mining engineering, chemistry. I'll go to the foundation here because I loved chemistry, I loved physics, I loved math, but I ended up choosing petroleum engineering because it has like kind of specific subjects that can be applied in real life. For example, if you study the, as I already mentioned, enhanced oil recovery course, you can be an enhanced oil recovery engineer in the field because you already have this knowledge. Whereas the other courses, they kind of cover like general information, which is hard to apply in real life. That was the main reason why I chose the petroleum engineering. And especially like in terms of salary, there is like quite about information. So it is believed that petroleum engineers have like a good salary. That can be the one of the reasons. Like money can motivate you, like and other stuff. The main reason, one of the main reasons was for me is probably like high salary. So work style. So as I already mentioned, you should have the skills before choosing your major. You should choose major. I think that based on your skills, what you're good at. So, and about the courses that I took, as I already said, we can compare like subjects from chemical engineering and petroleum engineering. In the first year, they're gonna be identical, but in the second year in the petroleum engineering, you're already gonna start about studying drilling, reservoir and rock properties, transport phenomena. So for example, the drilling engineers is actually a job. So you can study being a drilling engineer, like theoretical part of it, already in the second year of your study. Whereas in the chemical engineering, you'll just cover like general knowledge about fluid mechanics, etc. I'm not saying that chemical engineering is bad, but if you don't know, if you want to go like, if you want to study the general knowledge, and if you know where you can apply it, you can choose to chemical engineering. But in my case, I want to study the specific courses. That's why I chose petroleum engineering. Um, about the other courses, it can be seen as the years come by. You're gonna choose like courses become more specific, more difficult, and at the end you're gonna present your capstone projects, which gonna represent all your knowledge, like what you studied over the 3 and 4 years. So we're gonna like design kind of your research, your project, and you're gonna present it to other professors. That's gonna be probably the but the most important point. If you have a great capstone project, you can decide to go further with it to in your masters to continue it, and that's also one of the like opportunities to show all your knowledge. So as I already said, the petroleum engineering is kind of general, and you can become other engineers, like the subdivisions. You can be like technician, like floor hand, and you can be probably gonna start with the intern. You're gonna be a field engineer in the beginning, and there you can like become a reservoir engineer in like a couple of years. There are other options which you can take, like all the roads, possible roads after studying petroleum engineering. So now about the decisive factors. According to the data, 72% of petroleum engineers go to the work, and only like 28% go to the masters. So you can see that after bachelor's, usually people go to work. In terms of Kazakhstan, it has like a lot of companies. Uh, Kazakhstan is one of the main like producers of oil, so it's not a secret that we have a like demand for petroleum engineers who are actually like qualified. So in terms of activities, you wanna probably receive some information like this. You have to work with it. You have to create the isopath map, like reservoir map, and you're gonna model it using softwares. It's all done with softwares with the softwares that are given in our like university. So it can be seen in my name. So I did it like 1 year ago. So that's kind of what you're gonna do if you are a reservoir engineer. Next, about my activities. So I participated in Petrobol games where like people, students all over the world compete in terms of oil and gas and knowledge. And we won the Caspian regional qualifier. So we went to the international ones. So like this major has its competition. If you're interested in studying it, it can motivate you. Regarding our professors and like advantages of our school, we have a lot of professors but not a lot of students, so you can get a lot of attention from your teachers. You can work with them closely. You can like directly go to them and ask for an internship. Currently I'm doing internship with Ali Shafi in predicting asphalting precipitation, and my fellow colleagues do the research with other professors. You simply go after your second year of study and ask if there is any opportunities available. One of the other advantages is some professors work with real companies. They are solving their problems related to production. And in the SMG, like the SMG department, when they help you with finding your internship after the third year. So advices for you, the students, I advise you to always ask questions from your professors, to become kind of, to be aware of to be interested, to be curious about all the stuff that's happening, in the world, because like world changing every second, and you should be able to keep up with the changes. You should be able to use available resources. Don't you only stick with the books and etc. Use read some research papers, read a lot of stuff about new majors, have your backup plan, contact with people. Like our major is all about working together. You should be able to work with people, and you should increase your like public speaking skills, like emotional intelligence are very important nowadays. So look for study buddies. The first year can be hard, but the other years are a bit easier, I think, personally. You should, as I already say, stay informed. Oil price is changing, so the demand is changing. So you should know where to look for your job, whether to continue masters. So you should be able to analyze all the information. So just things that I'm gonna recommend is go to the courses. I already said about the backup plan. I personally, I do study machine learning, data science, and all of this stuff in case I cannot find a job in petroleum engineering. So you can read actual reliable statistics from, for example, BP gives his statistics every year. It's like a review of the year. Regarding a bit my club, so our club has a goal to increase the technical knowledge of the students from Kazakhstan. So we organize events like SPE talks, where we invite the speakers from all of the companies. For example, you can say Schlumberger, NCOC, KMG. All the speakers came and give a speech about their major and how they become a professionals in their field. So my club was formed in 2013, and currently we have 10 board members. We organize some events in order to like increase the knowledge of in terms of petroleum engineering of our students. We organize Petro Cups, competitions, intellectual games. Our previous year students organized bumper ball, like charity events. So if you want to be interested in our like club and its plan, you can go to our Instagram page, NUFYP student council, student chapter. So, or you can write any emails to our mail. And we also organized in the previous years one of the like biggest events is Astana Malay Fest, which is kind of a congress where we like compare and evaluate the research papers, get the competition going, and share all of our information. So that's mainly it. I recommend you to scan these QR codes, go to the Instagram page of SP, SME, and SMG Student Council to be aware of the news. And thank you. If you have any questions, you can text me. And if you want to become a part of our club and get the like free stuff, you can get free student membership. I can like give you details about it if you write me in details. So thanks.
Thank you. If anyone has any questions, please put them in the chat or raise your hand. So as Elinor has rightly mentioned, so that as you get your major, you can either go to academia, go to the industry itself, and you see that there are so many choices between the majors so that you can take any path. One quick question is about the SPE clubs. So can students of any other major not related to SMG join the SPE student chapter?
Yeah, sure. I will advise you to join the clubs because like kind of oil and gas industry is not only about engineers. We also need like people who work with like who are interested in economists, like human resources, all the other majors. For example, we need electrical engineers in the field. So it has so many job opportunities. And if you want to be a part of like oil and gas industry, and you should probably become member of our club because we present so many opportunities.
Okay, thank you. And also one quick question about the internship. So you said that you have the internship after the third year. Is this mandatory for all or?
No, it's optional, but it's like kind of you get the internship from the like SMG department helps you with the internship after the third year. So it's probably the most beneficial part of your studies because you have to be able to use your knowledge and like leave the good impression in the company. So you also can look up to the internships on your own. For example, I did the internship after the second year and that was okay. And so that's all, I believe.
So the faculty helps you with finding the internship.
Yeah. They write directly to the companies and ask for any available places like spots.
Thank you. That's a difference between the other schools, because for other schools, students will need to find the internships on their own, so that the faculty does not provide really help so much. So students will need to go to the career advising center to get the internship, but at SMG, so the faculty helps students find the companies and intern for them. So thank you, Elinor. And now we'll proceed to the presentation by Akmaral.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Akmaral. I'm a third year student, mining engineering. I don't want to talk too much, so I will show you my video about my choice to become a mining engineer that was posted on NUFYP official Instagram page. So let me show you this video. So here it is. Can you hear it? Sorry, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's. The first reason that it is unusual as people working for the bank rising professional. Second, that there is a plenty of career opportunities. Geologists, electrical engineers, risk management, gas engineer, health and safety, in the banking sector. Currently, I'm working with research and with data science. Technical education schools in both engineering and management. So it's not really believe about. The third reason is that there is an opportunity to work internationally in their faith. There is a lot of research around the world, especially in such countries as Canada, USA, Australia, where every dollar is really high. In spite of the price the first position in the international field, there is a high demand for marketing in the market. Yeah, that's all. That was a short video about my past. So there I said about my research assistantship experience. Now I'm working on my third project. Yeah, and I will be on the International Mining Conference in Australia next year. So mining engineering is a good choice, especially if you want to travel abroad and get a high salary. But I want to focus more on my club that is called a new SME student chapter. So SME means Society of Mining Engineers. Yeah, and I'm the president of this club. So let's start talking about it. Here is our logo. Yes. And what else I wanted to say? So I want to cover these topics. I just wanted to briefly tell you about our vision, our plans for this semester, and what you can get from our club. So what is SME? Let's start from this. SME is a student chapter, is an international community of mining engineering students who try to collaborate with each other. And nowadays we have more than 15,000 of members that are official members of SME. And we have more than 100 countries that also participate in SME competitions or lectures or something like that. So also SME are waiting for students from all majors. We don't we don't add only mining engineer students. We have now we have geologists, mining engineer students, and petroleum engineer students. We also will be happy to see other engineering or SH students. And our goal is, of course, to advance the worldwide mining vision, yes, and to inform all people about mining engineering, about career opportunities, and help each other to develop their career path. So let's proceed. Yeah, as I said, our main aims is to provide general knowledge regarding the mine industry. Moreover, we already collaborate with mining companies that help us to find a future job. Yes, for example, we conduct some events that with such mining companies as Casting, Cas Minerals, Cashome, and some of them are already invite us to job. Yeah, they're waiting for us. They're waiting for our graduation. Yeah, for example, some companies are already waiting for me. But I think I will go to master degree. Yeah, because I want to focus more on data science. Yeah, so maybe I will come to them later after graduation of from master degree. Yeah, moreover, we're trying to communicate and collaborate with other student chapters around the world. Soon we will conduct an international championship between universities like Colorado School of Mines and others. And yeah, and of course, we want to see as many students as we can in mining industry. Yes. So recently we have received our membership. We became an official student chapter only this year because we needed a sponsorship from a company, and membership costs a lot. So this year we became an official student chapter. That's great news for us. It means that we have now an availability to all scientific papers. Yeah, because some scientific papers are not available or they're not free for students. And membership provides us an opportunity to get access to them. So it's really useful if you are a research assistant. Moreover, it's opened a door for collaboration with other universities, communication with other professors, and international competitions. Okay, and I will briefly tell you about our plans for this semester. So we will have soon mock interview with Cas Minerals company. It will be on April this year. It will be more for senior students in mining engineers, and the company will try to search a potential candidate for work. So if they like you, they will invite you to work in company. So it's a great opportunity. If you're interested in it, you can write me. Yes, maybe I will ask to conduct. It's not for only senior students, but for all year students. Then we also will conduct a field trip to an open pit that will be in Kokstau. The open pit is called Altentau pit. It will be in May this year. And because of COVID situation and because of lack of budget in our school, there will be a limited number of participants, of course, and I will choose by myself who will go to this field trip. I also will focus more on mining engineering students. So this event will be conducted each year. So if you become a mining engineering students, you will go to such field trips. Then, yeah, and today we will have an event that will be dedicated more for SMG freshmen, the first year students. It will be conducted in the cinema hall, and if you are on campus, you can visit us. Just write to me and I will assign you for this event. Yeah, we will provide some insights from students, some advice, and our vision from our perspective. Yes. Also, my main aim is to create a good networking between students, so we can help each other in the future. And of course, we will tell you not only about the mining engineering, but also about petroleum and geology also. Yeah. Then, yeah, and of another event that we want to conduct is a job fair. So all mining companies that are available in Kazakhstan, they will come to Astana for our students. Yeah, and we're not sure will it be on our campus or in some office, but it will be also on May this year, and they will tell briefly about their company, and also they will try to search for potential candidates for work. So it's also a good opportunity to find a job. Yeah, and I think that's all. Yeah, that's all that I want to say. I think Arjan will talk more about research assistantship and mining engineering major. So I wanted to focus more on my club. So if you have any questions, you can write to me by email or in WhatsApp, Telegram, or subscribe to our Instagram and wait for any news. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Akmaral. As we have presentation in Australia, or as your conference in Australia, so would you present your paper, or
Yeah.
are you a speaker? Are you invited as a speaker? Or...
Yes, I will present my paper that I wrote as a research assistant with the Professor Sergei Sabanov. It will be conducted in, I think, July next year. And I will protect my paper in order to publish it on official websites like Science Direct and yeah. So
Thank you. Good
Dr.
luck with
Maral,
your presentation. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, would you go back to the slide where you were talking about the meeting that's supposed to happen this afternoon on campus?
this.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure that if anybody in the audience is interested, that they see this. And I don't know if anybody checks out the recording after I post it. I want to make sure that they know that this is happening this evening, so that they can come to it and take part if they're interested. So I think it's cool that you're organizing this.
Yeah, thank you. We already invited all first year students, and most of them will come today. Yeah, and I will be also happy to see students from foundation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Akmaral.
Thank you. So.
And now Rujan will talk more about the mining engineering.
Hello. can you see me?
Yes, yes, you can.
So can you see the screen? So
Not yet.
let's see.
Oh, now we can see it. Yeah.
So hello everybody, my name is Arujan and I am junior year student, mining engineering student, and I will tell you about the mining engineering in our school, in our university, and why did I choose this major, what is the job opportunities, research opportunities, and what in general mining engineers do. So here is some general information about me. I'm a research assistant. I have a minor in geology. I'm also peer advisor, and this year I will participate in youth forum that will be conducted in Malaysia. And there's some extracurricular information about me. So generally mining engineers are not only those people who go to the site and dig the earth, but these engineers are like more for estimation of resources that some countries, some place have. So generally, SMG school have three majors, as Eleanor already said. We have petroleum, mining, and geology engineers, geology scientists, sorry. And the reason why I choose mining engineering is that in school, I loved chemistry a lot, and I won several Olympiads. And I thought that mining engineering will be the best choice, but I didn't we didn't know about the schedule, and so the chemistry in mining engineering is is a little bit only general chemistry. You will close this course. And generally, mining engineers are responsible for planning, design, operation to extract natural resources. And when geologists find several places of deposits, mining engineers come to this place, estimate, find the value, and then start to drill this place and excavate the minerals. So we also consider the sustainability, which is the most important part of mining engineering. It means that after the mining process, we drill the earth and we leave the place without the land. So the sustainability and environmental protection is considers the mining places, mining sites that should be rehabilitated and reclaimed. So mining engineering is not about only the drilling; it's also about the rehabilitation of several places. So we have some courses that we finished and we will close in the future. So as you can see, the first year we have several similar to other majors. We have general chemistry, physics, calculus, and so on. And from the third year, we will have much more narrowed courses. So it's about the GIS system, geomechanics, ventilation, and all these courses are considered several different specializations in the future. So mining engineer can be mining ventilation engineer. Mining engineer can be resource estimation. So we can consider also the geomechanics, the underground system, and the surface system. So there are a lot of application of mining engineering, and you can find anything, any specialization that will be warranted to you. So after the progress in these courses. So as you can see, we have a lot of course credits every semester. And if you will take a minor, you will make minor in several major, like geology, for example, or in petroleum, you will have more capacity. I can say that you have to close more courses. So in general, we have 250 credits. So skills that mining engineers get during the study. We finished several courses that considered these softwares. So during the second or third year, you will learn how to work with several of such softwares. It's MATLAB, Wolfram Mathematica, C++, GIS system, ventilation system, and the resource estimation softwares. So the professors will teach you how to use these softwares. So talking about my experience, I am research assistant, as I said, and currently I am research assistant with Fidelis, Professor Fidelis, and now I'm changing my research sphere to TBM tunneling. Like TBM is meaning tunnel boring machines. So my first project was real-time seismic wave velocity determination. It means like the determination of velocity while earthquake happens. This is very interesting. This is a practical work. There's a little of theory and too much of practice. So we'll learn how to work with equipments. Next slide will show this. And now I'm changing my research sphere into some different aspect. So I will work with Professor Safet in like tunnel boring machines. So my another experience is case championship. We with my team participated in case championship that was issued by ERG company. ERG is Eurasian Resource Group in 2020. And in the future, in this March, in the 31st of March, we will have field trip with our mining engineers to Bashakol in order to see the open pit mining place and to learn how to identify several features of the surface. So, and we will have internship in the end of the third year, meaning we have internship in the June this year. We will go to Rieder or Altentau this summer for 2 months, and this internship is proposed by Gas and Company. They will take us to the internship, and we will work in the real mining place. So this is my project, research project. We are working with the location of the seismic events, and we use these cubes, I can say, in order to determine the velocity of the seismic waves. So this is very heavy work. As I said, there's a practical work. We use software, we use equipments, and if you are ready to work with this, because it's really interesting to observe how the waves are proceeding, to work with such equipments, to just to have a research in this sphere, because it's underground mine, and you will learn how to work in the underground mining as an underground mining engineer. So why SMG? As Eleanor said, petroleum engineers and mining engineers have the highest paying jobs in the market. So here you can see the best companies in the United States that gives us such salaries. So, and the best places, best countries for mining engineers is actually Canada and Australia. So if you will plan to do a master degree, I will recommend you to apply to Canada or Australian universities. So I do the same thing. I'm applying to Canada in the McGill University. This is one of the best universities in mining engineering sphere. So mining engineering is a diverse industry. So as I said, there are a lot of application of mining engineers. So also our school is in communication with Colorado School of Mines, that gives you also a lot of opportunities. Also, we have very, very friendly professors, the school staff. So everyone actually know each other, and this is really good. because our school is not so big. We have small capacity in every major. For example, our mining engineers, junior students, we are only 7. So our communication with professors are really friendly. We love each other, and they always give us opportunity to show ourselves. And for example, like, okay, here is, you can see the job opportunities that mining engineers will actually will have, yes. And this academic and research mining engineer, consultant mining, you can see the list here. And this is the companies that in Kazakhstan that mining engineers can work in. So it's our school gives opportunity, gives like really good way, a path to communicate with such companies and to work with them, as Akmaral already said. And we have opportunity to go to conference in different countries to show your paper, to show your research project, and this will give you the way to show yourself. And as I said, I have a minor in geology. It is better to start thinking about the minor in the middle of the second year of your study. And this is the courses I took and I will take in the future. So in order to make a minor in every major, you need to complete 6 courses in this sphere. So I've already completed 4 of them, and I need only 2 to have a minor degree. So internship opportunities after junior year, as I said, we will go to the mining places like Altındağ gold mine and Raider copper mine. It will be conducted in the summer semester, and our students will apply, like we will go in not in both places, we'll go only on one place, and so that we will that our let's say research is considered on. Like if I like the underground mining and my research about underground mining, I'll go to like read their copper mine. So this is, and Akmaral already said about this. We will have the Minex conference this April, and Akmaral will be the speaker of this conference, and as far as I know, and we will be our other students will be the volunteers in this conference. This is one of the huge and important conferences in Kazakhstan that's held every year, as I know, and this will give really good opportunity for the students to communicate with different individuals, to give them our visit cards, and so like contact them, have a relationship with them. So my recommendations for you to keep your GPA as high as possible, I can say, because maybe someone will say that GPA is not important, but it is important actually, because without high GPA, you will not be able to apply to master's degree, to the companies you want. And GPA is actually the thing that shows your knowledge. And mining engineering and School of Mining and Geoscience, actually, the indicator of your GPA, like your GPA shows what you have learned so far. And next recommendation is to find internship in the beginning of the sophomore year. The more internship you will have, the better for practical skills and your CV actually. Find the research area. The research is like kind of tricky thing, because actually you can start doing research in the second year, but you'll not be paid. But if you'll start research after your sophomore year, second year, you will have the contract with your professor, and you will be paid, and fortunately you'll be like posted in different scientific papers. So next recommendation is keep in touch with your professor, especially in SMG school. we have like small community, and each of us know every professor, and this is really good to have a recommendation later in the future. And also you can ask them several questions, and they can invite you to several conferences, to the projects. So it is better to communicate with your professors. Join university clubs, like on your interest, join SME, join SPE clubs. This will give you really good opportunity to participate in school, in university life, first of all, and second of all, it will enhance your skills, like the knowledge skills. And just chill. This is the university. Don't be so afraid of choosing your major, but do it really thoughtfully. So that is. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can ask me or write me.
Thank you, Aruzhan. So as Aruzhan said, she is the PE advisor at our office. So she holds her regular office hours during each week, and you can book an appointment with her and talk about SMG to her directly, for example, visiting her on campus during her office hours or on Zoom meeting. Thank you again. And also, as for the majors and minors, so you see that it is theoretical possible to get double major, for example, but it's still less feasible as it seems, because you will not be given any priority over the registration requirements or anything. So you can, instead of a double major, you can always get the minor, and that's okay. So if you're still interested in another field, you can take a minor there. And also, as for the internship and career opportunities, so you see that the students, SMG students, are invited to different conferences. So Aruzhan, I was also invited for the conference in Malaysia as a speaker, so you will present your research paper, right?
Actually, no, this is something different from the my major, but it is still the huge conference. It's about the the civilization, I can say.
Great, thank you. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat. Okay, if you have no questions, you can, or if you have questions later, could you please address them to our speakers directly to their email or phone, so they have shared their contacts, and you can always email them. So thank you for attending today's session. I hope you find this really useful for making the choice of major. And as Akmaral said, today we have the SMG meeting, so with freshman students. So join if you can, today at 7 p.m. at Cinema Hall, right? So join if you want to, if you would like to, and still interested in SMG majors. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, presenters.
Thank you too. Goodbye.
Bye.